Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Thea and I wanted to be a deliverer of messages from Spirit and maybe pulling from some other cards, and I may just be pulling from these cards. We're gonna vibe it out. I kind of want to try the cross spread. So Pisces, September 2025. Where are you right now? The Strength card. This could be a Leo in your life. A very annoying Leo. Or this could be you just needing to find strength and using Leo energy to gain strength through confidence, through utilizing your infinite powers and abilities. I mean, this could be a tough place to be in this moment, or may seem that way, but you got this. I believe in you, so I'm not even worried. So what are the potential challenges for Pisces for September 2025? What are the potential challenges for the Pisces, September 2025? So, Judgment. It's time to let go of an old way of living, and you're gonna need a lot of strength to do that, but I think you can do it. Because Pisces, Saturn is retrograde in Pisces right now, as we know, and it's going to take discipline to move from one place to another. I do fully and firmly believe that you are who you surround yourself with. And I know you don't want to be some of the energies you're surrounded with, you don't want to be anymore. And it's going to take a lot of strength and discipline, perhaps, to change situations, to change the situation and let go of certain people who are holding you back. So what should Pisces focus on? What should Pisces focus on in September? Oh my gosh, are you serious? 3 major arcana in one? Holy guac. The Lovers. Is this a Gemini? Or is this Gemini energy? I mean, it could just be Gemini energy. But there, you got to focus on your passions and also possibly just balancing your vices and your virtues. And it's going to take strength for sure to get rid of certain habits. I mean, I understand, okay? I have a Pisces ascendant And sometimes it's so easy to just go with what others are doing, and that's a very enabling. It's very enabling behavior. And I mean, in the story of Adam and Eve, there was always temptation. So maybe focusing on bringing light to temptation. So, because usually if you're just like not talking about it and not being open about it, then usually you bite the poisonous apple or whatever, or you bite, I mean, wait, that's Snow White. Oh my god, why am I thinking Snow White when I'm thinking Adam and Eve? It's the apple. Oh my god, how embarrassing. It's okay. It's okay. I forgive myself. Just the temptations, you know, don't do it, or else, I mean, do it and then you keep feeling worse. But you should just bring light to it, so then less of a chance of you making a mistake and falling into temptation. It's good to be aware of it. Okay, so what has led you up to this point? What has led Pisces up to this point of needing to move away? A relationship. Marriage. I mean, this is, you had something in the past that was really, really good, and you keep possibly reminiscing on it. And you're like, I want to build this again. I want to build this and create this happiness again. But it's going to take strength to do that, and you're going to have to leave certain people behind in order to get back to this and create this. You know, this was a very fruitful, abundant relationship and community, and you felt a lot happier. So that brought you here to making these decisions, because I feel like when this was no longer the case, we fell into temptation and like bad habits, kind of like sneaking around, lying, some like lower vibration stuff, which we don't want. We don't want that. We want good for ourselves and others, so we need to treat ourselves good. I'm not taking that one yet because I want to see what are the Pisces strengths this month. What are the Piscean strengths for September? What can we utilize to create this change and move on from these people? What are the strengths we can utilize to create this? What are these strengths? Oh. 10 of Cups. So I feel like our strength is having that love for everyone, for family, for that love for love. You know, this is very interesting. You know, the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, this, and like the Lovers, we're just seeing all these pairs. You know, is love on the brain or what? Well, I will pull a romance card at the end, but I feel as though your strength is love. Your strength is abundance and, you know, giving love to the community and whatever the community is to you. You care about people, and I think you can care about someone and want the best for them, but not be in their life right now. You know, sometimes we have to say goodbye in order to get the joy. And I really believe that. So what's this gonna lead us? What is, what? I didn't even finish the question. What is that leading us to? What is the next near future of September? What is maybe September through the end of 2025? What is a peek at the near future? I don't really like pulling future cards because it's always subjective, but what is our near future? Near future. Near future. September, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Work. We're gonna be grinding, which makes sense because I feel like at least I have been working. I worked 7 days in a row and the work never ends, basically. 24/7, let's go. And so let's pull another one. What's up? What else are we able to look forward to besides work? Oh, the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Yes, things are changing. You wanted this change and it's going to definitely come. 4 major arcana, bro. It's going to take work to get there. But the Hierophant, you know, it's finding magic in the mundane. So, you know, takes hard work, but we're gonna find magic there. So it'll be good. I have total faith that it'll turn out. Maybe really fucking hard work though, but we got this. And so, well, how do we approach that? How do we, besides like hard work, what other energy could we know in order to approach this energy with grace? How do we approach the Hierophant? How do we approach the Hierophant? Oh my god, another pair, another ending. I mean, it's an ending of a cycle. So new cycles are about to begin. I feel like especially after this eclipse for the Pisces. And my ascendant is like 11 degrees Pisces. So yeah. This is really prosperous. It's kind of funny that the suggested approach is to get to the Hierophant is to, I guess, remember and realize how abundant you are. Like, you have everything you need. Everything within and everything you need. Like, you've been working really, really hard and it's going to pay off. What does Pisces need to know? What else does Pisces need to know for September? What does Pisces need to know for September? What does Pisces need to know for September? What else does Pisces need to know? What else does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces? A fresh perspective. This person is different. Someone's coming in. There may be someone around you or like that you want to be around that seems to have really good intention. They have some things to say to you. They have passion for you. They're on a path and they're learning. So this is good. I like this. Hopes and fears. Hopes for fears for Pisces. You hope for change. You also fear change simultaneously. It's scary. The Chariot, dude. We've got 5 major arcana out of 9 cards. What is the potential future of Pisces if we go on this path? Now that's real fresh perspective. You know, you gotta communicate in a new way, potentially. You're gonna be communicating very different after this change. And I think you'll still be passionate. It won't be as overwhelming. What's another card for this Page of Swords? Potential future for Pisces. Woo! Okay, we had some explosions. I'm not gonna be taken off. I have self-discipline. I will get this. But this flew out. Real commitment. Real commitment. It's definitely possible, especially after we move away from temptation and possibly addiction and change our surroundings with new people, and then we meet new people, and or the relationship we already have gets established. All right, so what signs? Well, let's do like singles and then people in a relationship. All right. Love this picture. Noted. There's a lot of love in this deck. But you know what they say? You know what they say? That you attract love when you... I'm talking to the singles here too, I'm just saying, but when you're single and you're attracting love, you kind of have to romanticize everything. So then like your mundane becomes so exciting. All right. Oh, I love this deck. I want to see what signs are coming in for Pisces. Woo. I'm not done. I didn't even finish asking the question. What signs and what energy? energies are coming in for Pisces in September. See, it's all about you. Pisces comes out in the Pisces reading. Aquarius. They were kind of upside down though, so I don't know. Maybe they're an ex. Maybe they're an ex-lover. I'm going to keep them. What else for the single Pisces? What other signs and energies? Scorpio. Scorpio. I'll pull two more. Two more. Oh, so the waxing crescent. So let's see. I think like late September, maybe like the 21st, the new moon in Virgo, towards like into like early October. Maybe you'll meet someone, or maybe you'll be motivated to go out there and meet someone. So what is our last card for the Pisces? Ceres. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. And you know, I'll be real with you. I'm not too keen on Ceres, so I'm gonna like read it in our booklet. And then we'll learn together. We are not really taught how to nurture ourselves, are we? I would wager that many of us don't even know what it means to do so. It's something that so many of us just learn along the way, but nurturing ourselves begins with identifying our needs, listening to those needs, and holding space for ourselves. Ceres is an asteroid that represents how we nurture ourselves, our emotional needs, and our relationship to our well-being. Well, this basically is just saying to focus on ourselves, which is basically what the whole reading was. It was falling in love with not only other people, but ourselves, because when you fall in love with other people, it is merely falling in love with ourselves, because ourselves are reflected back in the other person's eyes. So we just see ourselves. So reflect on the following. What are some things that fill my cup? Do I need to make more time for self-care? And how can I create a nurturing environment for myself? This kind of sums up the tarot we just did, because I think a lot of Pisces need to move themselves out of situations with certain people, because these people are just bringing us down. And you know, we are sponges. We will absorb everything. So I feel like it's totally crucial that we nurture ourselves. All right, single Pisces. And then, so I'll do like, I'll pull one card for the singles, or okay, fine. I'll do 2 cards for the single Pisces, 2 cards for the people in relationships, for these romance cards, which I am obsessed with, by the way. I got these in Italy, and they're so pretty. And I'm not too versed on these cards yet either, because I just got them, but in Italy, I opened them on the train going to Switzerland. That's how these cards came about. So single Pisces, 2 cards for single Pisces for September. 2 singles cards, 2 cards for the singles. 2 cards for the singles. Two cards for the singles. These cards They're not really wanting to talk, so I may just pull them a different way. Let's do 3 cards. Or sorry, not 3 cards. 3 shuffles. And then I will split the deck and pull 2 cards for the single Pisces. Oops, whoopsies. Stork and snake. Look how pretty these are. Stork, snake. Okay, I don't know these very well, so I'm gonna have to look them up in Inglés. 17. The stork symbolizes spring and the changing of seasons, so it has become the emblem of change, as well as family tradition, childcare, and elder care. Primarily, this card speaks of changes such as relocation. Okay, just more confirmation that as a whole, Pisces need to be changing and moving. Also, air travel journey, addition to the family, renovation, job change, promotion, immigration. Let's see if there's any other connectors here. Speaks of the wind of change cycles, return, and relatives. So yes, it's time to move. Snake. Despite the snake being associated with such positive meanings as strength, wisdom, agility, flexibility, intellect, and medicine, in most cases in the readings, all these qualities play against the current. The card indicates the risks of falling victim to evil wisdom and cunning, subtle maneuvers and adept manipulations. The snake card speaks of danger as stab in the back at a moment when we least expect it, or have shown carelessness. A deceitful enemy, a seductive, intelligent rival, an envious colleague ready to do anything to gain what the current possesses. To not lose the struggle, you have to display snake-like qualities and behavior yourself, or you're gonna have to become a snake yourself. Be more attentive, watch your step, watch what you say, and to whom. The enemy may be lurking in the most unexpected place. Yeah, so I'm thinking it says whatever card it comes with to be aware, because they like to come in pairs. But I'd say that if you don't move or change your surroundings and change the people you hang out with, you're going to be stabbed in the back. And I also think that when you do move, just move like a snake. You know, snakes are very graceful, in my opinion. Like, they're very graceful beasts. But yes, so that was for the singles. Now let's do 2 cards for the ones in a relationship. Two cards for Pisces that are in a relationship. 2 cards for Pisces that are in a relationship. You know, I'm going to do the same thing that I did beforehand. It's funny when I do these cards in person, they just fly out. But like, when it's a more collective read, they're a little more shy. It's okay. And one more, and then I'll cut the deck and pull 2 for the Pisces that are in a relationship. Okay. lilies, and key. So I will show you. Oh, so pretty. Lilies and key. Okay. Lilies and key. Lilies. The lilies symbolize high spiritual and social status, being the emblem of Virgin Mary and the heraldic sign of kings of France. The card foretells a prosperous and secure period in life. Acknowledgement of merits, honor, respect, support, experience, maturity, nobility, balance, and elitism. It speaks of the ability to find the golden mean in one's place in life, to attain peace and harmony. This is a time of peaceful union, of souls, trust, reciprocity, and long-lasting bonds. The lilies are a positive card and talks about the reconciliation, a peace-loving nature, experience, and professionalism. It points to the high quality of a person or object or product. It also refers to long terms, reliability, works of art, and antiques. In love relationship spreads, it can represent sexuality, especially next to other cards like the snake. That's funny. There's no snake in this one because this is for the ones. There could be a single Pisces or someone single who is engaging with someone having an affair. Sorry. Anyways. So, let's see what the key is. Because this is overall really good. It just means you found peace in your relationship, or at least you think it's peaceful. The key symbolizes an opening of locked doors, gaining access to what was previously unattainable. With the right key, all the questions are answered, all the riddles are solved, and everything becomes exceedingly clear and understandable. The card foreshadows good luck, success, and attainment of authoritative powers, and brilliant opportunities and prospects. All right, so I think definitely you are unlocking doors to peace with your loved ones. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like your relationship could grow stronger. Like the key is like you have it, and it's like these are really like positive cards. So I feel in general you're gonna have peace with someone, but I feel like maybe a couple needs to move out of a family home, or they're gonna move in together and get that key to their new house, their new like. This is really good. So yes, Pisces. Okay, good people. Let me know, if you see this now, if you see this later, let me know if it, makes sense to you. I feel like I need to look back at this reading and listen to it for my own self. Because I am a Pisces ascendant. So, I know I've mentioned that so many times. I'm like a million different people. Like that song by The Verve. What is that song? It's Bittersweet Symphony. 'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life. I love that. Anyways, love you.